Wow, got caught before I switched over some.
Oh, sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Waifus and Warriors D&D. My name is Alistair Forgall. Per usual, we'll go over a few announcements, and then we will get right into the game, starting with a recap. Um, my one announcement today is we are still Waifus and Warriors. If you want to follow us on Twitter, do exclamation point D&D in the chat, and it'll give you our Twitter. This was a fan voted thing, as much as we all like to talk about being waifus and warriors. But that's all I've got for my announcements. It did not. It's D and D ampersand. There's no ends. There we go. I'm gonna pass it over to.
Trying to be helpful.
Wow. I'm gonna pass it over to Obsidia, who actually has a real announcement today. And it's all on you.
Hi everyone, I am Obsidia. I am a lovely Death Knight, and I'm playing Rinval Ren in this campaign. Additionally, I have an announcement for basically all of June. I'm teamed up with the New York Snark Exchange Twitch streamer group to raise money for the Trans Lifeline. I'm a transgender streamer, and I thought that there would be a good cause to try and help an organization that specifically deals with trans-oriented and trans-centric and trans-worked suicide prevention. So we are raising money for that organization for the entire month. We're going to be doing a charity collab stream on June 27th. So please keep up to tabs with that. And then I have just dropped into chat the Tilify link if you feel the need to want to help give towards this cause. So thank you.
All right. Well, I got music turned on. Do we want to just start with Lucy, then go left to right, and then introduce our newest player? And I realize I'm on the wrong one, so we're gonna go to this one. It's been a day, my man. Introductions, Lucy.
Hello. I'm Lucy Bubs. I play Dandelion, the dumb druid barbarian that you all know and love, apparently. It's me, Dandy in the Grass. I'm a half elf with long purple hair, a very flowing rainbow-esque bright wardrobe full of flora, and a tiny weasel named Snowball.
Zom.
Oh, my turn. I'm Zom. I'm the nobody VTuber. I'm playing Orchid, a paladin sorcerer currently, and I'll go with that's all I want to tell right now. So yeah.
Oh.
And our newest and final member, Valdi, if you'd like to do a short introduction.
Do I say who my character is yet, or
Well,
do I wait?
I say you wait on that, and we'll introduce her
Okay.
when she comes.
Okie dokie. Hi, I'm Valdi. I'm super fucking nervous. I'm sorry.
We hardly bite.
Hardly ever in this one.
The only
Hateable.
person that bites is me. I'm sorry.
Please, you can bite me any day. It's fine.
I only bite enemies.
All right. All right. With that, we will go over a quick recap. I think this is session 3 already.
Yep.
Man, this is going by a little quicker than I thought it was. I thought we were still on 2. Quick recap is we started off with Orchid and Dandy. I need to get my notebooks out. Orchid and Dandy traveling to the grand city of Vir from the north. Along their paths, they came across a unique inn where they found some people causing trouble and taking care of wandering travelers. Them allowing one mage to get away after the onslaught and the fight. The following time, once they finally arrived at the city of Vera, they were able to make refuge and hang out for a little while during the Festival of Ashes, where they went to the tavern, the Dragon's Hand. Being a tight-knit tavern and very busy during the festival, they were luckily to meet the Oni Rin, a tall, red-skinned Oni who seemed to be a little more tougher on the outside than some would like to admit. Through their time in the city, they all played some games, had some fun, learned some plots that they had to then accomplish on their way, which then led them to the grand city of Rotherham, the dwarven capital. On their way to the dwarven capital, they were able to go out. It went over peacefully for the most part, besides a familiar mage coming up with them and causing a little bit of trouble, where they fought the mage and his mercenaries that they brought along with and saved a child. Besides that, the travel went off pretty well and not much else happened. Following that, they went into the city of Rotherham, went through, investigated some things. Orchid got a mason for his family up in the north, and Rin found some information on a specific artifact she's been looking for the last 6 years. After gathering this information, they started heading away from the city of Rotherham, where a group of humanoid beasts were attacking, or so they seemed to be attacking, until they arrived outside and the bells stopped. It was just guards patrolling and a large dragon flying overhead. While hanging out and talking to the guards, a scarred for life dandy was hanging out in the tall grass, until she met a large wolf-like human or humanoid figure, and seemed to have made friends with him before he ran off as somebody shouted into the grass for Dandy to get out of the grass. And that is where we start off, is with Dandy coming out of the grass and all of you now standing right outside the tall grass in the fields by Rotherham. You guys can do whatever you would like to do.
Also, I'm sorry, there was a dragon that flew overhead. I totally missed that.
That
part.
was the loud
Remember the
noise.
dragon.
Yeah, the loud noise that flew overhead, scaring away the creatures that were coming out of the grass. It scared them back into the grass. And the dwarven guards that you were talking to ahead of time, or before we ended our session, we're talking about how he changes form from time to time. The old man can fly over as a dragon, or sometimes he flies over as a giant eagle. There are many things he can turn into, but usually it is a larger creature to scare away the other creatures that are coming out of the woods.
I totally missed that part. Music is a little low.
I just turned it up.
Okay. What were we doing? I think I was the one that yelled at Dandy to get out of the grass.
Yes, you yelled at Dandy to get out of the grass.
Why would I want to leave my home?
We gotta help these people. Get out of the grass. Not safe in there right now.
It is completely safe. Dandy is fine. And then she'll walk out of the grass like nothing happened.
Well, we need to take some sort of action. If these people are attacking these things, and these things are attacking these people, and they're clearly intelligent and seemingly not malicious to Dandelion, then this clearly needs to be resolved.
I think the dwarves have eaten too many trees and that they are perhaps angry that their trees are gone.
Just so you know, Dandy, the dwarves don't eat the trees. They just kind of cut them down and use them for mostly building things.
It is so much worse.
Is it though?
I mean, one tree becomes substance, the other you just burn tree, use tree, tree gone, dead forever.
Well, I mean, they use them for buildings and such, so they are being repurposed.
It seems the only one who knows anything about what's going on besides Dandelion is that man in the mountains.
It's like we need to go take a visit then.
Are we going on a field trip?
No, we're going on an adventure, Dandy.
That is even better!
Perfect. We were talking to the guards last, I think.
Yep,
I
they're
guess
still standing there.
ask them. Do I have a map? I assume I would have a map or something.
You have a rough map of the continent itself. Nothing very specific besides maybe where Rotherham is, Vera is, Naldaral is, and where where your home is. It's just main capitals.
Big areas.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll just ask the guards, where should we go to try to meet this old man?
Hey, well, you're gonna be traveling just through the pass, but before you take the right, you're gonna go straight. It's gonna be a thinner path, but as long as you don't do anything stupid, you should be able to make it just fine. You're gonna travel that path for a few days, and then you should come to an opening. You'll know you're getting close when the trees start to show up and they start to turn to pink.
Pink trees. Alright, I guess let's be on our way then.
Do we need supplies? Do we need a guide? As much as I enjoy the prospect of just wandering into unknown territory based off of the suggestions of the guard in front of this city, I was curious if we were going to take more precautions.
You know, it is customary as a wanderer that you wander and then you make it to the location, and usually everything goes fine.
I would love to share your optimism for the prospect of journeying outwards, but I have to say, in my experiences, simply picking a direction and hoping for the best always leads to pain and disappointment.
I have been led to pretty wonderful things, but okay.
I would argue, since we don't know if this old man is good or evil or whatever he's causing, we should keep our group small. The less people we have going up there, the less likely we're going to be seen.
So be it, but I would still insist that we should at least get sufficient supplies to ensure that we do not run into the issues of starvation or collapse in our journey upwards.
I can find us food. If you would like, I can offer to find us some food.
Dandelion, I have already established I can find us food as well. Do you not remember our hunt?
Then we have double food.
Also have enough food for 10 days, so you guys know. We don't really need to hunt.
I do not wish to see you waste your resources, but so I think that then we should use whatever we can along the way.
Well, I guess let's rest for the day then, and we'll be on our way. Get our preparations ready, and we'll leave first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Agreed.
All right, you guys are resting for the rest of the day, picking up some standard supplies and.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you said, what, it's a 3-day journey or so?
It's a couple days before you
Yeah,
start
so
seeing the pink trees.
it's a week round trip.
Yeah.
Okay. And
To the
got-
pink
like I
trees.
said, I have 10 days worth of rations, so
And with Dandy and Rin's hunting, you'll be fine. The mountains might be a little more scarce, but once you get into grasslands and that kind of stuff, with their survival skills, you should be able to fend for yourselves just fine.
Yeah, because we're both Outlanders, so we
Yeah.
can get like 8 people's worth of food.
Yeah. Yep.
that's not enough. Dandy's a lion.
Well, that's 8 people each.
Oh,
Yeah. They can get a lot of food.
all right. Now we can supply enough for Dandy.
She's really just, she turns into a tiger, but she's actually a hungry, hungry hippo.
I could probably turn into a hip.
Oh God, no, hippos are scary.
Did you know that they really like watermelon?
And it's
Truly a
terrifying to watch
fact
them
that will
eat.
strike terror in the hearts of our enemies.
Mm. Alright.
All right, so you guys are going to go find an inn for the night.
Yep.
Um, traveling back into Rotherham, it's not too hard to find an inn. You passed a few on your way to the marketing district to begin with. So there was a handful that you could stop at. Most of them seem to be pretty empty. You can get a room pretty easily for all three of you for the night for probably a gold piece.
Okay, I'll pay for it this time.
Yeah. Money bags. You're our sugar mama.
Except not really anymore. Alright, I will pay for it then.
Okay. You guys want to do anything while at the inn or before the night? I'm assuming Rin wants to play her instrument.
Yeah, I'm actually, before I play my instrument for the night, I do want to talk to Dandelion.
Oh. I'm just gonna be practicing chess by myself in the corner, I guess.
Is that the
What
old
a-
man from the Pixar film where
Yep,
he's playing
pretty
himself?
What a nerd. What a nerd.
I'm a noble, I am sophisticated.
Educated, that's the problem.
That one. There you
That's
go.
the problem.
The problem. You were raised on the streets like the rest
I'm
of
the
us.
smartest one here, and the smartest one is not that smart.
Figure.
I'm the dumbest.
Unequivocally.
Not a
Unequivocally.
competition, Landy.
The race to the bottom of this party.
Jesus.
I'm waiting
Alright.
for Voldy to come in and be like the smartest one of us all.
Raw genius.
Absolute genius.
I can't remember what stat hers.
Well,
character
yeah,
goes
do
up.
that. We'll wait. We don't have the character
I
shots
wasn't saying
shown for a
anything.
reason yet.
Yeah.
Wisdom out.
Even though you spoiled it earlier on accident.
I spoiled it?
Yeah, you did.
When
It
you
was-
showed the wrong
Mhm.
panel.
Well, first of all, that was on you guys.
Oh yeah, just blame us.
Blame us.
Classic
Our-
abusive DM relationship.
That was on Lucy telling me to switch over to show or something, and then I remembered we were streaming. But if you two want to continue.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, while we're settling down for the night, Rin is going to approach Dandelion.
Dandy, are you just sitting in the room?
Yeah, she's pretty curled up with Snowball, just very like after the conversation leading up to these recent times, Danny's kind of been a little bit withdrawn more than usual. But seeing Ren approach, it's like, oh, you're approaching me, except for like it's reversed. So it's more like, oh, you're approaching Dandy.
Jesus. Okay.
Dandelion, it is about time that we spoke.
You know, we have spoke a few times, and they have been very scary times because Dandelion is very dumb and is sorry for many things.
I've seen you sulking for the last 2 weeks.
Dandelion blames self for doing good thing.
And that is understandable. You have to understand, when I talked to you about what happened that night, I meant every word I said.
Dandy did not think that you were joking.
But you know that I say this because I want to help you. Orchid claims that she can protect you by always being with you, but I know that will not be the case. You will find moments when you will be alone and you will have to make decisions that have, as you have seen, incredible consequences. I just want to help you understand the world is not as friendly, and the people in it can be incredibly dangerous. And I want you to be able to not only survive, but be able to protect those around you from seeing what happened that night repeat again.
Dundee does not want it to happen again. And Dundee did not mean for it to happen.
I know you didn't mean for it to happen, but it happened nonetheless. The important thing is to make sure. And Rin will, not forcefully, but will try and, grab Dandelion's chin and, look her in the eye kind of thing as she says this. I'll be like, but the important thing is making sure it never happens again. I don't want to be the one who takes away your innocence, but I need to show you what the world really is. And I want you to be able to not only protect yourself, but everyone here and everyone you encounter who is worthy of it. Not everyone is worthy of your mercy. Not everyone is your friend. You are too pure and too innocent to maintain that in this world. I've seen firsthand what happens when you open yourself up too much to people who will only prey upon it.
So, Dundee should always go for the kill.
No, that is not always necessary. There are times when there are people that are worth giving the opportunity for redemption, but those who are too weak who resort to preying on those who are even weaker than themselves as a way to overcome their own insecurity. At that point, they are worth of nothing but your ire and your vengeance. That man should never have lived. He'd proven himself and what he was capable of. He was a cancer on this world.
He was also very fearful because Dundee intimidated him quite a bit. So I thought that he could change, but Dundee was wrong.
The kind of person who chooses to kill those who are defenseless, to kill the weak, of course they would cower before somebody who's actually proven themselves to be stronger and more capable than them. They will always shirk before the strong. You are the strong. You just simply need to discover it for yourself. I want you to see what they really are, and a scum like that, they will always cower and beg, but they are not worth the time and effort. And that's what I want to help you understand, Dandelion. It is not my job to decide for you. I just want to help you be able to decide for yourself.
Kill bad men if Dundee cannot make friends.
We can explore that together.
She just kind of curls up, even though your hand is holding her chin, holds Snowball a little closer to her, She doesn't want to kill anybody.
Yeah. That is what I wished to discuss. I just wanted to tell you that I will do everything I can to make you better and to prevent tragedies such as that from happening as a result of your naivety.
Yes, Rin. Thank you for your wiseness and for shedding some light on Dandy's dumbness.
You are not dumb, you are simply naive. And with that, Rin will take her hand off of Dandelion and go to sit down and take out her instrument.
I'm gonna hold Snowball.
Okay. You can roll a performance check for me, Rin. Orchid, roll a persuasion check.
Asian. Oh boy.
Hell yeah, I rolled a 5. Continues to
Five.
play poorly.
You continue to play poorly.
That's a 15.
You have played chess by yourself quite a bit, to the point that you can persuade yourself this enemy is really good.
Yeah.
You guys just...
It's really turned into that Pixar chess
It
match.
really is. You got the evil one and the good one. Alright, so you guys all turn in for the night after this.
Mhm.
Night goes off without any issue. You guys wake up in the inn. You don't know what time it is down here. It's always kind of that sunset glow level of darkness down here. You don't hear anything going on downstairs, or any real noise anywhere. It's a pretty soundproof room. But for the most part, it's what you can tell morning. What do you guys like to do?
It is time to eat and get ready to depart.
Good morning, Snowball. Good morning, Ren. Good morning, Orchid. Good morning, Dandelion.
Morning, Dandy.
Yeah, Rin will just raise an eyebrow at Dandelion after she says, "Let's just go eat and get out."
And I don't know if there's a window, but if there is, I throw it open. Good morning, sun.
And it's raining.
Well, you guys are underground.
I was gonna say, wait a second.
Yeah, there's a window, but it opens up and it just looks at like the rock wall.
I feel like it's good morning, sun. I mean, Rockwall. There's no sun here. Dandy, forget. Good morning, Dart.
All right. I won't make you RP every breakfast unless somebody wants to talk about anything during breakfast.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Breakfast goes off just fine. It's on the price of the stay. Now High the Dirt is gonna be the fucking meme for the goddamn day. God damn
Good
it,
morning,
guys.
Wendell.
Good morning, Dirt. It's gonna be Rin holding Orchid by the chin, and then fucking good morning. Not Orchid, Dandy by the Dirt. While sad Orchid is over in the corner playing by themselves. And good morning.
Playing chess alone, like a nerd.
You go through just
you
fine.
lose it or lose it.
And you're able to travel through. Do you guys need to pick up any more supplies? You said.
I don't
Yeah,
have
I think
any
it was-
money for supplies, so
Think you guys were good?
Yeah, I think it was determined that we were good.
Okay. You are free to set off through the paths.
I guess before I'll go, I'll send another letter to explain what's going on to my area. I don't remember if I sent a letter to say somebody should be on their way to.
You sent it with him.
I did. Okay.
Yes, he has
That's
it.
right, 'cause
He
I
has
did
it
a
on his
letter of
person,
introduction.
and he's leaving
That's
in a
right.
week.
Okay. That's right. I did a letter of
Now-
introduction or whatever.
Yes. What was
Are
that,
we
Dandy?
going through the paths, or are we going through the tall grass?
You are traveling through the tall grass that goes to the path. There is a path.
Tall grass.
There is a path on its way to the path that you're going to, but where the road splits, you have to go through the tall grass to get to it.
Boy.
I shall be their guardian.
Okay. Who is taking point?
Dandy.
All right, Dandy, roll a
Andy is-
perception
I
check.
guess I'll take the back then.
All right, we need a perception check from Dandy.
Alright. 12.
12. I'm assuming you're looking for the wolf boy while you're in the grass.
I am. I'm just gonna be waddling through the grass like, oh god. Tall Jack, where are you?
Okay. While traveling through the tall grass, you don't see anything crazy. You do. It appears there was a cart that went through here, though, not too long ago. But the grass being quite thick and sturdy, it seemed to have raised back up. But you do find some tracks going through of a cart and a horse. Probably just from this morning, probably left before you guys did. Other than that, there seems to be nothing else in the grass.
My wolf
Yep.
friend is probably shy.
Considering what we've been hearing about the situation, it is probably for the best.
He was not dangerous. He pet Dandy and it was a fun time.
All right. Once you guys make it through the tall grass, you do see a thinner path. It's just big enough where two of you can stand shoulder to shoulder. Probably not much more. Maybe a very small cart could get through here. A dwarven-sized cart, as you guys were riding in it before, could get through here, but you really probably don't want it to. You guys make your way up the path, and it seems to be like carved out. Like the dwarves carved this out for a specific region to get through the mountains as fast as possible. Part way through the mountain, you do come to start seeing little pieces of wood splintered across the ground. Do you guys continue?
Yes?
Okay.
Always.
Always.
And we're dead.
Yeah. TPK.
Yep.
Done. See you.
Tiamat spawns and
It's
kills
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
It's Valdi's
Um,
game now. This is why she's here.
but
I
I was gonna say that actually, rather than Orchid being in the back, I should probably be in the back as the second highest perception person. That way we've got
you. Probably.
Good look-
And I'm quote unquote
lookers.
the squishy cat.
and the
Yeah.
tallest
Not
versus the
squishy.
shortest.
I am also the tallest.
Alright, fine. Fine.
All right.
You get to be sandwiched between Dandelion and Rin. Most people would envy this position.
Bro. I guess.
While traveling through, the wood splinters, they're not massive. They're like they broke off of something trying to fit through this small gap. About 100 yards up around a bend, you do see a cart. Seems to be stuck in the road.
Why are there so many dying carts? Who keeps hurting them?
I don't know. Probably whatever's in the grass, I would have to assume.
You should
We
be
do
careful.
Well,
Oh no, you go.
Careful to ensure it's not another trap.
good
We
point.
do not blame the grass. The grass is good grass.
You guys
So I'm
getting
gonna
closer to the cart.
Investigate one. Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say. Investigate the cart.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, that was a good one. 18.
18. You slowly walk up to the cart. The grass. I'm now stuck on the grass. The cart.
That's
um,
grass.
All grass.
All the
Hash
it's all
or
grass.
ass.
Whole campaign is nothing but tall grass.
Chukula is pasto. Your ass is grass.
Jesus. Walking up to the cart, you start to hear something coming up from the front of the cart. You don't know, not sure what it is yet. But looking, you peek your head in the cart, and there seems to be glass vials. This big, like, bench shoved up in there. There's boxes stacked up in here as well. And at that point, you do hear a voice trying to calm down a now riled up horse. If
Oh.
Bonbera would like to talk to her horse for a moment.
But please calm down, dude. I swear it's okay. Look, we're gonna get the. Just please calm down. Can I roll something to calm down the horse, please? It's gonna run off.
You can roll a nature check. Or animal handling, please.
Yeah.
You know,
15.
After you trying to pat the horse down, it calms down just fine.
Thank God.
Bud, you've been with Bud for quite some time, and Bud's not going anywhere. He's just more surprised that the cart is stuck and not moving.
what is
And
your
now there
buddy?
goes my shipment. I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
Knock on the cart, I guess.
Huh?
Since I hear somebody talking. Everything all right up there?
I pop my head over the car. I'm like, oh, hi. I'm sure. Yeah, we could say fine. Fine is fine. I'm fine. You're fine. You're all fine. Not in a like a weird way, but in a way, you know what I mean. Hi, I'm Bonbera Brewski.
If you would like to describe what they see, Bombera Bruce.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I am a hill dwarf. I am short, and I have floofy braids, with ginger hair and bright blue eyes, and I wear a kind of normal cleric outfit. I have a head covering, and I got like little chains around my neck, like a little amulet. I got gloves and boots, and I got the whole and belt, and I got the whole thing.
How short is she?
Oh,
She is the shortest of the group now.
We are officially a tier from tallest to shortest.
Perfect. I guess. What happened?
Oh, you will not believe. Do you know how many snakes there are? Besides snakes, you know how many bandits there are? There are so many. My buddy Bud, that's my horse. He's a little small. He saw a snake in the grass and then flipped out. We've seen so many snakes and bandits and all this other crap, and he just sees one snake?
Would you like me to talk to your horse? Because I can do that if you would like to talk to him one-on-one.
You can do that?
I can talk to horse.
Her cart is like, you guys are shouting over the cart while she's standing on the cart looking back at you. It is wedged between the carved out mountain pieces. Like, it's you're trying to just force something between something that does not fit. It is stuck. So you're gonna have to push it forward, push it out, figure out how to move it before you're gonna be able to talk to the horse.
Could you do me a favor? Like a teeny favor? I'll pay you. My shipment, it's kind of wedged right now. Could you help me?
So you need a push, is what you're saying.
A little.
Alright.
If Dandy can rip cabinets off of walls, Dandy can push a cart.
How tall are you, Bonbera?
Give me a second.
They
3,
want to know
2.
they want to know how tall you are compared to our tier list we have here.
To know the
I
tiers
am-
of waifus.
I am 4 feet tall.
Oh, damn. I got a good head on her then.
Yes.
Aha, we have our own dwarf now. Perfect.
What?
Everyone
Orchid
needs
feels
it.
much less insecure.
Who's helping push the cart?
I think all of us are.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I need-
Bryn is first
assuming
gonna
Bryn
make
wants
sure that this isn't a trap. So she was gonna come out of the long grass with her bow out and just like keep her bow loosely trained on Bonbera as she like looks through the area to make sure there's nobody else after our previous cart incident.
roll an investigation check.
I got a 12.
It is clear. There's nothing that you can notice besides the cart being stuck.
Danny's just sitting there like, it's not a trap, they have a horse.
Whether or not somebody has a horse is not a sign of whether it's a trap or not.
to be fair, if it makes you feel better, traps are bad for business. So I can't set up traps along the way, or else I lose customers. If that helps.
Rin looks down at Bonbera.
Like
No.
hardcore, 3 feet shorter. Like she doesn't even come up to your boobs.
Him a horse seems legit. So yeah, Rin will put away her bow then and be like, well, if this is blocking our path, then I guess we can get it out of the way.
Strength time.
Yep. Everybody who's helping do a strength check.
Just a strength check or
Oh,
Yeah.
oh dandy, no.
Ooh, Dandy.
Oh, that's not the right button.
So 2, 9, and
not one.
Ooh, I rolled a 7.
oh god.
Pushing and pushing. It seems to still just. It's not quite budging. Even with the horses, natural 2. It's not. It's not
Jesus.
budging. It's been a bad like roll.
All of us just got wrecked.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sign. It's a sign for the gods. You know, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, brew. Maybe I just need to redo the recipe. Yeah, that's it. It's fine. Could I hitch a rice?
Maybe your gods would help us help you by you helping us push.
I try. I can try, but I'm not. I'm again short. But if you want me to try, I can.
Yeah. If you want to roll a strength check, Bombera, to
Push.
see if you can
Alright.
help.
I guess
Do you know how to roll on Roll20? Or not a Roll20 on D&D Beyond?
No, I do not.
So there's a dice at the bottom left. You can just.
You can do this even easier. Go over to your strength and just click on the +2
True.
or
There
whatever
you
you
go.
have.
Yep.
I would
Oh,
like to
awesome.
rage.
I got a 7. So
Damn it.
God, we rolled terrible.
Oh, it's. You have 4 people in a horse pushing on a cart now. With all of you pushing on it and the horse pulling on it, you're able to get it just unstuck. It does lose quite a bit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, if only that actually worked.
And he got angry.
You get it unstuck. The cart takes some damage. It's definitely going to need repair after a while. But you do get the cart unstuck, and you can travel on the path with or without the cart.
thank you. What do you want? I could anything. Beer, coin. I can heal and stuff too. I'm a cleric. If you need that, you look like adventurers. Are you adventurers?
Say that.
Would you like to sell your things on the road? And Dandy can talk to your horse to deliver messages between the 2 of you?
Really? Oh, that'd be great. Maybe my horse knows stuff I don't know.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals as a ritual.
Okay. So your ritual casting Speak with Animals.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you say to the horse?
I'm just gonna hold up Snowball like in my arms, look up at the horse. Yellow, I'm Dandelion. I believe that you're friends with the Bonbera.
Hey, Dandy. I'm Bud.
oh my god.
This is Snowball. Is there anything that you want me to tell Miss Bonbera?
Nah. I'm fine up here. Kind of cold, though.
Yeah, would you like to come with us, Bud? We can get you warm.
Sure. It's like, hard, like looks back like just a normal horse. Like they're not the most intelligent things in the world. They're just kind of hanging out. Clearly, has that like I'm around alcohol a lot of the time kind of feel to it that maybe it gets in there sometimes.
Horsing around.
Horsing around.
Bud said that he is cold and that he would like to come with us. I asked if he would like to say anything to Miss Bonbera. He said no, just that he is cold.
Oh, jeez. I don't have any. Man, this is. Oh. If you wouldn't mind me tagging along, I wouldn't mind tagging along. I mean, if you don't mind me tagging along, that is.
We are going someplace potentially very dangerous.
Oh, perfect. I know how to heal. And you, 3, no offense, no offense. Don't look like you know how to heal. Not in like an offensive way, but like in a like I can help.
Didn't you have a shipment that needs to go someplace? We're going to the mountain to meet a shape-shifting creature.
You don't understand. Those beers, they're awful. I've tried cracking the recipe. Those shipments are ruined now because they were exposed to air. And do you know how deadly air is to beer? It sours the taste.
I would say I'm not well versed in the effects of air on beer.
That's what that post was about. Oh, Orchid's gonna insight check her.
Roll an insight check.
Ooh, 17.
Are you hiding anything, Bonbera? Roll a deception check or a persuasion check.
I will roll persuasion.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
And what did you roll, Orchid?
17.
Are you hiding or lying about anything?
No. I wouldn't say so.
She's just looking for the best brew. She's trying to do what
Yeah.
she can to make the best brew
Bruh.
possible. You'd think somebody with Brewski as a last name might be a little... might have a specific reason for that, if marketing and or addiction aside.
I guess I'll kind of talk off to Rin, kind of not right next to them, and just like she might be seem a little eccentric, but I mean, you did say you wanted as many allies as we can, so why not bring her along?
Well, if anything, she'd be useful as somebody to take hits and die if need be.
As soon as I do I hear this? Question mark.
You are
Or am I
standing
too
right.
busy?
I mean, you can either be hanging out with Bud, just having a good time, or
Around.
just just horsing around.
Horsing around. Goddamn.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Or you could be back with the group.
Well, I was gonna say my point was like kind of pulled her away to talk because I
Yeah.
know everybody's her friend, so.
Okay, yeah. So now you're two. Roll a persuade. What's your passive again? I should have it up. 1 second.
My passive?
You can hear chunks of it, but not all of it.
Like, if Dandy hears the part about, like, oh, someone to die if we need, it's just, like, very short eye glance over, like, the slow head turn.
She just heard die and went, what?
Until she proves her loyalty, of course.
Fair enough.
Based on your prior history of people in carts on the side of the road, you can understand my innate wariness.
I don't blame you. She is a bit odd, but not the weirdest person I've seen. I guess we'll go back up to the group. Well, we need to keep going, so if you want to join us, feel free. English is hard.
Really? Oh, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means.
What about your cart and your horse, though? Do you want to bring them with, or?
Yeah, they can come along. Bud's Bud, he's good. He's good at doing the things like pushing a cart and pulling a cart. Not pushing. Horses don't push carts. I don't know what I'm talking about. We should get going before I talk even more.
Are you going to get rid of your corrupted beer as a way to increase your speed, or are you just taking it along with us for old time's sake?
Do you want to try some?
No.
Then
After
I
your
should-
ringing endorsement of it, I think I'll pass.
good at advertising. I maybe we should throw them away.
So you're just breaking your cases and throwing them on the side of the mountain?
Yes, they're not perfect. I gotta throw
Littering.
them away.
Okay, you're literally
It's
just
not
like
littering. It's not illegal yet.
you're just breaking open the case, and you just see the glass bottles, like bigger bottles, like gallon bottles or so of this liquid, and she's just dumping them out, and they just shatter all over the ground.
Why are you hurting the environment?
To be fair, beer is very good for the environment because it's good for everybody. It's good for the soul. And especially these ones. They're like, they have a dash of my famous health potion. If my famous health potion actually healed, actually just kind of makes you really drunk really fast. It makes you feel like you're healed. Anyways, we should get going before I talk even more.
That
All
was
right.
a lot of words for Dandy. Gonna pat the horse, hold her fucking weasel, like, ready.
All right, you guys set off.
I'll
You-
say I'll put. And she'll be between. Loose. Dandy and the other one, the dwarf. I already forgot her name.
Oopsie.
Ben.
Bonbera.
Bonbear. It's
That
literally
one.
on
You
the
could call me
screen.
I know it is. I can't read it though because it's far away.
Ren will continue at the back of the column.
Okay. I need front and back to roll perception checks, please.
I believe I was at the front, so Dandy make
That is an
perception.
18.
Okay.
That is a 10.
Okay. You don't see anything, Dandy, while you're looking. It seems to be a pretty clear path. It does get very thin in spots, so you're gonna have to lead the horse and the cart through with it, so it doesn't drop anything or fall off. When it comes to behind, Rin, every once in a while you do see a creature running across the top of the mountains.
Like, what kind of creature?
It's high enough up where it's just kind of a blur, where you'll just see it run it like skirt across. And it's on all fours as it just shoots across.
So is Bonbera or Orchid the next person in line next to me?
Bonbera would be right behind Dandy because Bonbera's up on the
Okay.
cart, driving the cart, and then Orchid would probably be on the side of the cart or right behind the cart.
Okay. So-
I'll be able to watch her.
Yeah, so then I'll slink behind Orchid and tell her that there is a creature higher up in the mountains that is keeping pace with us. You should make sure that everyone is alert to it in case we have to defend ourselves.
All right. Orchid will kind of. Actually, wonder if I have my message spell. Is that a cantrip or an actual spell?
Message?
Yeah.
Pretty sure
It
it's
is
a
a
spell.
cantrip.
Was a cantrip because it's only
It is a
100
cantrip.
feet or 100 yards or something
Yeah.
like that.
It is.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
One
It is a
action, 120 feet.
Yep.
Or,
I was gonna say it's very
I will-
limited.
I will kind of cast that under my breath and let Dandy know that something's watching us and following us. Be careful. Keep your eye out.
Looking around like, Orchid? Orchid? Did you say Orchid? I'm hearing voices.
So I can only say like what 10 words or something like that.
25.
Yeah, so you can respond to this message.
There is an orchid in my head.
Dandy's just up at right next to the horse, just like holding her head with like both hands, just like ah.
Heavy sigh from Orchid. She's gonna have her lance kind of at her side instead of on her back. Well, let's keep a move on, I guess.
Traveling for the rest of the day, nothing seems too out of the ordinary. Every once in a while, another creature runs either the same direction you are or back the other way. It's still it's keeping its distance, whatever it is, but it doesn't seem to get it. It's not getting any closer. It's not getting any further away. They just keep running on the upper parts of the mountain.
All right. Yeah, I'll inform Orchid that there are likely people keeping tabs on us, and
Be a
that
scout.
when we set up camp, we should be wary.
Probably a scout or something following us, I assume. Wouldn't
Quite.
surprise me.
I've got a quick question for the chat.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear this?
Nani?
I don't think you guys can, because I think I have my limiter on for you guys. But I want to know if chat can hear that.
Hear what?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Chat can
This
hear
is
it.
scary.
I'm confused and
I
scared.
rolled dice.
Oh.
I just want to see if they can hear it,
No!
and you guys can't.
Tell it.
No.
Terrifying!
So I'm
we're
just
gonna
making
die.
sure they know when I'm rolling,
Okay.
because you guys
It's a
don't.
sweet ASMR.
Yeah.
Oh.
Remember, I'm here. You guys don't have to worry about getting crit. He's gonna crit me only.
That's just something I wanted to know for future reference. That if I keep the noise canceling thing on Discord, that you guys can't hear it, but they can.
Oh god, that's even worse.
That's so terrifying.
Yeah, that is menacing. That's some JoJo menace sounds.
All right, the first day goes off without any issue. The mountains does start to get a little different. While you're looking at kind of a grayer mountain to begin with, it's starting to get a little darker. And there's a little more blues. There starts to be veins in there. From time to time, Zom, we can hear
Yeah, we can
your
hear
wonderful wife
Alright.
talking.
life.
I can hear you.
Just so you know, we can hear your wife.
Right, I guess
Absolute
mute button is a
ASMR.
thing.
Sorry, everybody. Orchid is taken.
Aw.
You
No,
can't get
no.
your hands on her land.
No shipping Orchid, but the Din or the Rin Dandy, Dandy Rin is the perfect hashtag.
Really cute.
It goes off the you do start seeing like little cracks in the mountains though, where there's either a blue ominous glow coming from it, or there is a little shine of yellow as well. Sometimes greens, but that's not very common. There may be 6-inch cracks from time to time on the sides of the mountain. But besides that, nothing seems to have changed. You guys can rest for the evening if you'd like, or you can continue on through the night.
No, we can rest.
Okay.
Can I
Yeah.
look around for like any herbs or anything?
You can
Really?
roll a. Just do a natural perception check since you're just looking around the
Her
area.
wheat. She wants to make beer.
Wait, perception?
You're just looking around.
I accidentally rolled nature.
It's a very big
Oh, it's an 8.
an 8.
I see Jack.
Nothing. You don't see it. It's a mountain. There's not a lot of stuff growing on the sides of it, especially since this is kind of a carved out area of the mountain. You're not quite to the area where it's
Cool.
natural natural path at this point. So there's nothing really growing in this area.
Okay, I'll rest.
Okay. Who's taking first watch?
I guess I will.
Do you want to roll a perception check for me?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Rolled real good. It was a 4.
Nothing seems out of place with your watch. The fire's still going. You just kind of there's not much to look besides up and maybe down the path, but you guys are able to most likely put the cart in a way that blocks the path anyway from behind you, so you don't have much to see. Nothing really happens. Who's taking second watch?
I
Bring
it
can
on.
if they trust me enough.
Yeah, we can give it to Bombera.
Okay, Bombera, if you want to roll a perception check for me.
You got it. I got a nat 20. 22.
It's very peaceful. The way that the ground is cut out, you can look at the sky, and there's no clouds in the sky, so you just see the stars. You see beer mugs and mead and plants, and you're making constellations in your head of what this is going to be your new hobby, is trying to find beer in the sky. It's nothing happens. You do every once in a while see the figure skirt across the tops of the pass and the mountains. Still doesn't get any closer than what it has been, but
Oh.
it's been there this entire time.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Do you do anything, or
That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know. I want to go to it, but also I'm fucking weak. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'll go over, check it out.
you're gonna walk up the mountain to see what this thing is?
Oh, I thought it was like down the way. You made
No,
it
it
sound
is.
like it was
It is.
down the
It
way.
is it is up the mountain. It is running.
Oh.
It's running on
What
this
can
like
I
the path of you. So you could try to climb the mountain.
You're calling the mountain. I'm a hill dwarf. We don't do mountains.
Uh,
I can try. If you want me to try, I can try. Probably not though. Probably best to not do that. I'm probably gonna go inform someone and then switch.
Okay.
If there's switching.
So who are you informing?
Probably Rin. Rin seems like the toughest.
Okay.
Mentally tough.
Wow.
You go up to Rin and shake her awake.
Okay, look, I'm really sorry to bother you, but there's something in the mountains, and I'm not strong enough to deal with that. I could go up and check it out if you want, but what can I do?
What is it?
It's a thing. It's crawling up the mountain, and it's been stalking us.
Hmm. How far up the mountain is it currently?
How far?
About 200 feet up the mountain.
Like
Same
200.
distance as Ben.
200 feet. I accidentally just broke my dice. What the fuck? Oh my god!
Dice.
What?
How do you break
I
a
don't know.
dice?
I'm sorry. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna clean this up.
Yeah, Rin will growl a bit and be like, It's seemingly still too far away from us and it is continuing to stalk us. I noticed it the previous day. It is good to know that it at least is staying consistent, but we should ensure that everyone who is on watch going forward is aware of this thing and potential attack. But as is right now, it is too far away for me to necessarily pursue it up the mountain without too much of a risk of leaving you all vulnerable to dying.
Okay, cool.
Your insights have been
Glad.
noted.
Sweet. Glad that I went to you. Noted.
Let me know if anything else changes.
You got it.
And with that, Rin will go back to sleep.
Okay. We got one more watch, so who wants it?
I'll be right back.
That'll be Rin.
Okay, so if you want to roll your perception check.
Okay. Do. Natural 20, so 25.
25. Watching through, you know exactly where this thing is, and you keep your eye up there, and every once in a while you do see it pop out, and then run across, and then disappear back around some rocks. You don't know if it's one or two or a few more, but it's whatever they are, it's moving.
Do I have, like... What?
Well, I was just gonna say a little harder to see because it's nighttime, but
I was about to say, do I have any, like, anatomy for this thing, or...
it's kind of has longer limbs. It's moving very fast that you can't quite keep up with what it is, especially at the distance. It's kind of like a blur, but you've seen black. It's a little brown sometimes, sometimes a little gray. But it has like it's like a blur with like longer looking limbs that's running on all fours. And since you haven't seen the creatures yet, it might be what the dwarf warned you about, or kind of poorly described as what was attacking the village or the city.
Gotcha. Well, Rin's gonna just stay on guard. And since we, it's staying far away from us, there's no reason to try and rouse the whole party to attack it or anything.
Okay. So your watch goes off without any issue. Sun starts to peek through the mountains, and a cold, damp air starts to spread. There's a little bit of like mist in the air where you guys are for the morning. You guys are free to set out.
So it should be noted that creatures are stalking us about 200 feet up in the mountains, moving quickly, and have been following us the entirety of yesterday. They will likely continue their pursuit of us through today and our coming journey to the man in the mountain.
That is very fun.
It is concerning, it is not fun.
Well, it seems like they're just watching us. I don't know if they're going to attack or not, but everybody's aware, so they at least won't catch us off guard.
Agreed. Now that we know they're pursuing us entirely, I expect you all to be on guard for them.
Okay. Are we taking the same order we were before, with Dandy up front with Bud, and then Rin in the back?
Yeah, Ren's in the back.
Okay. If you guys want to roll your perception checks for both sides.
Okay. Ooh, nat 1. That's a 6.
That's an 8.
Just because you know roughly where they are, they're a little harder to see. The mountain does get a little steeper at this point, so it's a little harder to constantly looking up. You still know where they are. You can still roughly see where they are, Rin. But other than that, nothing seems to change. The day goes on. The cracks for you, Dandy, though, the colorful cracks seem to get a little longer, a little larger, and a little more frequent. If you could do me a favor and roll a... Let's do a wisdom saving throw.
We screwed.
That's a 21. Woo!
Nothing.
Big flex.
Nothing seems to have any issue at this point. You just see some pretty cracks.
Should I alert the others? Like, is it something that I could say, hey, these cracks are kind of weird. They make my brain do funny things.
Nope, they have. They. At the point, they're just pretty cracks.
I wanna reach down and like brush my hand along it. Pretty crack.
It has like a warm, fuzzy feel to it, like an inviting feel to it,
Oh,
which is weird, seeing how it looks like rock. It has like an energy, or it's just like a crack on the ground, like a rock would crack. There's nothing, you can't see anything deeper in it. It's just glowing this color, but it seems warm and inviting.
I want to go inside, but I can't.
Anything besides that? The more the cracks get bigger, your second day of travel just becomes as it is. Nothing jumps out. Nothing quite happens. You're on day 2 of 3 of the mountain pass. Who wants to take the watches for tonight?
I'll stick with last watch if nobody else wants it.
Okay.
I'll take a watch because I did not take one last time.
Okay. Who's going first, though?
I think Ren said going last.
Yep.
So.
So we're gonna do the 3 systems since none of you can sleep for 4 hours.
I'm playing chess.
So you want to take first watch, Orchid, while you're playing chess?
Sure.
I'm just assuming you're always playing your instrument or playing your chess stuff. So
Yeah.
that's why we only do rolls every like once a stream, or once a session, just to make sure.
Oh, there's at 20.
It's quite bright here. Like the cracks, it's always like it's a full moon here. Even though you can't see the moon and all you can see is some stars. You do look up and you see the figures running across against the top of the mountains again. Nothing seems to get closer or further away. Nothing seems to bother you. The air is nice and cold. Getting a little colder now as you're getting a little further north, but there's always warmth coming from these cracks in the ground and on the sides. Danny, if you want to roll for your watch.
Perception?
Yes.
That is a 17.
Okay. I need you to roll
Wow.
a second wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Damn it!
Uh-oh. Andy, stop getting distracted by the
So,
lights.
lick fluff increasing.
15.
You're sitting there calmly, playing with Bud, playing with Snowball, just having a nice little relaxing time, when you start to focus on the cracks. You see them slowly stretch, and as they stretch, they then connect, filling the area around you with constant colors, and it doesn't seem inviting anymore. It seems dark. It seems almost like you're drowning as the air around you gets thicker. You see a figure standing in front of you, shaded by something you're not quite sure yet. And you hear some voices behind you screaming and shouting. As you turn around, you see giant trees burning and people running and fleeing, and you look back at the figure in front of you and it's holding out a hand to you. This tall, shaded figure You're not sure who it is. He seems familiar, but for the most part, a mystery. What do you do?
Then you do not like the cracks anymore. She'll take his hand, but Dandy is a hugger.
The moment you touch his hand,
Uh-oh.
you're out.
She disintegrates.
You have a quick memory of a man smiling at you, a beautiful man, in an all-black outfit. Fancy robes, with long orange hair, just smiling at you.
Oh no!
And at that moment, you just stop. Your mind stops. Everything goes dark.
Red nose.
Red dust, no.
Oh no!
Rin, when you wake up for your watch, hours after, you see Dandy on the ground. Fully, nowhere near, but it seems like she just passed out and fainted.
Good night, Dart.
What do you do?
Yeah, Rin is definitely gonna rush over to Dandelion and check her out. Not only because she just failed in her watch capacity, but this is alarming.
Okay. Roll a quick medicine check for me.
Awkward.
If you roll terribly, you're slapping Dandelion.
I rolled a 9.
You spin Dandy over and you check her. Her vitals seem to be fine. She just doesn't seem to be all there. You're used to Dandy being a little distant. You're used to Dandy being not the most intelligent or sharpest tool in the shed, but it's almost like she's missing.
And like, are her eyes closed?
Her eyes are open.
Oh.
Oh boy, this is
I
weird.
imagine
That's
it's
so
like
bad.
that anime fish eye, like dead eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So like
Pupil's gone.
I
It's
try to
just
snap.
iris.
I try to like pat her face and stuff to see if, not the full out slapping her yet, but like patting her face to see if she kind of snaps out of it.
Okay.
If she doesn't, I'm gonna go wake up Bon Barrett.
You do as
Actually,
you
I'll
pat
wake up
her.
Orchid first.
As you pat her awake, Dandy, you do wake up with a deep-seated fear of something. You're not sure what. You're not sure why. But you have a cold sweat and a deep fear. Almost. You can almost remember something, but you're not sure exactly what.
I feel like you wake up Dandy, and it's very much this like shooting up, like holding on to you, like almost
Like you just had a panic
shallow
attack.
breathing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the extent of you. You're waking up into a panic attack. Like, the best example I could give is Caleb when he sees his parents burning. Is the aftermath of what you see.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't understand. I don't.
Rin's gonna kind of like grab her face to like kind of just lock it in place as she's looking at her, you know, because she's looking all scattered around and stuff. Be like,
Yeah.
what happened? You were passed out on the ground during your watch.
And at this point, the sun is starting to rise. Like, you've missed your complete watch, Rin.
Mm-hmm. You did not wake me. What happened?
I saw the cracks, and then I saw fire. I do not know.
What cracks? What fire? Help me understand.
Are the cracks still there?
The cracks are still there. They're no longer They're what the size of what you originally saw them at. They're maybe a foot long at this point, kind of scattered all over the place. They're no longer making that continuous connection that you saw last night.
Are they still like rainbow glowy?
Yep, yeah. There's blues, yellows, reds, greens.
I'm just gonna like trail my hand down to them and pat the earth,
It has that warm, inviting feel again.
just to kind of show Ren like where they are.
Yep. And Ren can see them. Anybody can see them.
They're just rainbow veins in the earth.
Yep, pretty much.
You don't know what these are?
I think I had a very bad dream. I was fine, and then everything was not fine.
Hmm. We can talk about that in a moment. Rin will kind of growl and go, wake up Bonbera and Orchid.
Okay.
Good morning. How are you?
Apparently these veins, she'll gesture to the veins, have had some effect on Dandy. She fell asleep during her watch and is incredibly disoriented. Orchid, you should go see if you know what's wrong with her. Be on alert. We are being tracked. They have elements that are affecting people's minds.
We'll go investigate the cracks. So I kind of have some magic knowledge.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh boy, let's actually use real dice. What? 15.
15?
Yeah.
You don't know what these come from, but you've heard stories of this place. You've heard stories of the Fey Tips, and they're called the Fey Tips because it seems the barrier between the Fey Wilds and your plane is very thin here. Whether it be cracks between the planes or something leading to somewhere bigger. These glowing marks seem to slowly expand from the north of the Fey Tips down to the pass, and some can even be found on Rotherham's mountain itself.
What I know. Okay, this is person I've seen DM what I know about the memory loss of leaving the Feywild.
No.
No.
Nope.
So I would not know that.
The
What I know
Feywild
about-
is something that not a lot of people like to study.
Right. It's like impossible to study.
Yeah, exactly.
As you forget. But I at least know about the Feywild.
That is correct.
Yeah, those gods and shit. I guess I'll go over to Dandy and see if she's alright. Are you alright, Dandy? What happened? It seems like you passed out or something.
Dandy did not pass out. I don't know what happened.
Just gonna kind of try to comfort her. Help her calm down, since Rin is a little abrasive.
Could I do like a check medicinally and make sure she's all good?
Are you asking them if you can be doctor?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dandy?
Welcome to.
I didn't even hear that.
She said you're welcome to.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Rin will just narrow her eyes at Bonbera and then look over at Orchid to see if Orchid approves of it.
You just nod.
And Rin will grunt and move out of the way of Bonbera.
It's just very much this like slightly panicked, but still like trying to Oh, woman,
Hi.
flower lady.
It'll be okay. Don't worry. I am okay with medicine. Apparently, I'm really nervous. I'm sorry. And I rolled a 6. I got a 10.
Damn.
You
I'm
hate to see it.
proficient.
No, she's bleeding
Shit.
out.
To
You did one job.
yeah.
You had one job.
It just looks like she's panicking. She's in a panic, and she's had a panic attack that seems to have currently passed, but it was a very severe one to your knowledge.
Hey, do you know any breathing exercises that you could do to try and calm yourself down a bit? 'Cause you're-
Dandy does not know calm breathing. Dandy knows how to rage.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, spells. Where are my spells?
Just take 2 breaths through your nose and then 1 long breath out your mouth, like that. It'll calm you down. I promise. And then you'll be okay. You're just a little panicked.
I just saw fire and people burning, and there was a really pretty man.
What did this man look like?
He had very long orange hair, and I think he was holding my hand. I don't remember much else.
Was he the one making them burn?
No, I don't think so. He was very kind.
And you don't know him?
I feel like I should. I just don't remember.
Okay.
Did you see any of the things like you saw in the grass?
Looks at DM. Pretty sure
You did not see any of the beastkin that you saw in the grass in your
It's
vision.
like God.
Yeah, God just comes out. No.
JK, friend.
LOL. I don't. IDK, my BFF Jill. No,
I
you.
did not see any of them.
Mm. You will have to be removed from the watch cycle. I do not trust you to be able to maintain your vigilance if this happens again.
I was gonna recommend the same thing. I don't think she's to put it politely, I think you need a rest.
Dandy is sorry.
No. Don't say that. You should not be sorry for any of this. This is not any of your fault.
The cracks were just so warm and inviting, and then it got cold, and then it got very hot.
Do not touch the cracks. And let that be a lesson to everyone here. These clearly have some kind of ill magics about them.
Said so my character would know about the Feywilds and that this area is kind of a in-between area.
Yes.
I'll tell the rest of the party that just kind of be aware things might start getting tricky here. We're kind of in a in-between area where the Feywild tends to bleed through into the real world. We don't really understand what the Feywild is.
So there are creatures that will enter this reality.
More or less, or drag us into there, so just be cautious. Something looks weird. Either tell us or don't touch it.
I know this is really bad timing, but I don't think I got any of your names.
I'm sure you've heard us say each other's names.
I've heard everybody, but tall person, actually.
Rin will look down at Bonbera, just like side eye, be like, "I'm Rin Val Ren."
Rin, got it. Thank you.
And she'll just scoff and go back to talking about business.
I need it. I'm sorry.
I know.
Dandy, why don't you stay in the cart with Bubs? Rin can take over the front and I'll watch the back.
You mean Snowball? She doesn't have a small beholder in this game.
Let me take my snowbubs. I get in cart. I apologize. I go back.
Did I say Bubs? I meant Bub.
Yeah,
You
you
did
said
say
Yes,
horse.
you did.
Bub,
I
the horse.
now kind of want to see Bubs with like a little like Russian furry hat for the snow
Aw.
bubs.
I'll draw it
I
later.
meant Bud, not Bubs, the horse. Stay
Oh,
with the horse. God damn it.
Chat said, I don't know why I like the image of Rin looking down at Bonbera so much.
No.
I don't like it. It's scary.
People just want to be stepped on. That's the real takeaway.
Oh! I didn't need this today.
But yeah, so we should continue on, but remain vigilant.
Rin, why don't you take the lead then?
So, to your knowledge, Bonbera, Rin is the only one that's introduced themselves. And there might be somebody named Orchid, and there might be someone named Dandy that you're hanging out with.
Yeah, that's all I
Like,
fucking know.
It is like getting a text message and not like adding them to your phone. So it says maybe Dandy, maybe Orchid in your
Yeah.
notes.
I mean, Dandelion just refers to herself in the third person.
And
That
you've
is
heard
correct.
Orchid call Dandelion Dandy.
Yeah.
So you could do a process of elimination
Yeah.
there.
Today, process of elimination.
But yeah, so Rin will take point then.
Okay. Whoever's point and back, perception checks, please.
There we go. 24.
24.
Woo! 2.
2. Orchid. My God, you guys.
I'm winning today again. Apparently.
Orchid.
I need to stop rolling with roll 20.
That's a rock. There's a lot of rocks on the mountain.
There's rocks and there's tall grass.
Well, it's not anymore. You guys are on the mountain.
Oh, that's right. There's rocks. And dirt.
Rin,
Oh, good morning, dirt.
the creatures
In the morning.
get less and less frequent.
Good morning, dirt.
You
Good morning, sun.
As you are walking along, you do notice the cracks getting bigger, and then you see them connect and create a whole line across your way.
Like in front of us.
In front of you. Like it's pretty much like a wall, but it's just a crack on the ground that stretches all the way up the mountain and around the mountain, almost like you're passing a barrier. This line is just green, and it's very, very bright. To where as you can see it as you're getting close to it, the light like illuminates a couple feet up.
Rin is going to stop and snarl at this and turn back and go, "Bring Orchid. Orchid understands what these things are."
Okay, Orchid, you're done looking at your rocks. What do you want to?
Look,
What are you doing?
so catch up. See what we find. What she found.
She sees. You get up there and you do see the large illuminating light, like kind of like spotlights, but it only goes a few feet up. Like the aura of the light only goes a few feet up, and you just see it stretching all the way in front of you like a wall. But like I said, it's like maybe 2 or 3 feet off the ground is what the light illuminates. You can travel right through it. You can try to investigate it. That's what.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at the light.
Okay. Doesn't do anything. Just kind of bounces on the ground.
bounce off the light, or does it just
Nope, it goes right through.
goes right through?
I do an investigation.
Yes, again, roll an investigation check.
Nope, I got a 7.
A 7? It's just the
Some
cracks.
bullshit light.
It's the cracks that you've seen this entire time.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check instead, because I'm assuming this is a barrier of sorts. Or should I do investigation?
Sorry, what were you doing?
I'm assuming this is magic, so I would say I'd do an Arcana check over an investigation.
You can do an Arcana check to see if you can discern what this is.
Well,
Is it 12?
12.
All you know is the same that you've already seen. It's the cracks that are stretching through from the Feywild to the prime material plane.
Check spells here real quick. I do a ritual cast of detect good and evil.
You can.
Do that.
Okay.
See if I can sense anything in whatever direction we're going.
How far is the distance?
30 feet.
You don't sense anything.
Well, I don't sense anything evil coming from that direction, so
This has something to do with what happened to Dandelion last night, then. Need to keep close eyes on her if we're gonna have to pass through this.
I think you're right. Before we walk in, I'm gonna cast resistance on Dandy, and then I'll walk forward
Okay.
in, I guess, attempt to walk past the cracks.
You walk through and you get a warm feeling as you step over it, but past that, nothing.
Well, I guess other people, can they see me now?
Yeah, you're just standing on the other side of a light.
I'm gonna stand next to, like next to the cart or whatever as
Okay.
we pass this through, because, you know, I just don't trust Bombera totally with Dandelion as we go through. So I'm just gonna be prepared in case Dandy does something crazy.
Okay.
This is a crazy question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I taste the light?
You gonna go and try to lick the light?
I definitely tasted purple.
You can certainly try.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh,
This
God.
dwarf just starts
Oh,
licking the Feywilds.
Also, guys, here you go. Here's a preview.
You go
I
and
would have roll. I don't roll anything, do I? Just
you can roll an investigation check for sure.
know
Roll
the
an
taste.
investigation check to investigate the taste of light. Let me know what you roll.
50.
It's warm on your tongue.
Does it taste like anything?
No,
Does
Just-
it like taste like?
it just
it
makes
tastes
your
like
tongue warm.
starlight.
Oh, it tastes like candy.
That tastes good. Sorry about that, guys. I just needed it.
I'm gonna
Okay, we
say,
can go.
Since the light didn't do anything, I'm gonna walk back to the group and kind of saying, "Seems normal. Let's keep going."
Do you all travel past the light wall?
Yep.
While you pass through, Dandy, if you could just do nothing, it's fine.
I want to make another wisdom saving throw.
You want to?
He's been jonesing for it all night.
While you guys do pass through, the mountain is no longer that dark gray anymore. It's black. Like the mountains are now black rock. Kind of like they have like a shine to them. Kind of like obsidian, but not quite as opaque. Or not, well, not opaque.
Obsidia?
Yeah.
As Obsidia, our player for Rin, it's not quite as shiny or reflective as Obsidian, but it has that same sparkling darkness to it. That is now the mountains you are on.
Things changed. This is weird.
You do see the pink trees in the distance. Since I have all your passives up right now, you all definitely see the pink trees in the distance. They're probably another hour's travel before you can get to the lush pink, blue, green forest ahead of you.
Can I come out of the car?
Are you
Knocked the fuck out?
are you able to operate without fainting?
I shall not step on the cracks.
So be it.
I get out of the car.
Immediately passes out.
Yeah.
Falls off mountain.
Damn it!
Good night, Dirt.
God.
No.
Today's sponsor, Dirt. Just go outside and dig it up.
Go outside, touch some fucking grass.
Ew. We just want the dirt. Get that green
Yeah.
stuff away from me.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh, not touch.
Welcome to Bert's Dirt, the sponsor for waifus and warriors. If you need dirt, always think of Bert.
Obsidian, if you want to roll a perception check, and Orchid a perception check as
Okay.
well, since you guys are heading and backing the.
Not rolling that.
19.
16.
You don't see the creatures anymore. We're traveling above you. It's almost as if they have passed on, or they're no longer watching. If they were watching to begin with. While traveling through, you do get closer to the trees, and as you get closer to the trees, you realize it's not just pink. You've seen the pink and the blue, the purples and the green leaves, but the bark is also a bluish color. All the trees have a bluish color to it, but it's not all the trees. There's little patches of these colors, and then you go back to regular looking forest. The path you're on seems to spread out and become more of a worn grass path instead of a true gravel path or a dirt path. If it's something that you weren't keeping your eye on the path, you might actually lose it. But you guys are now in the Fey Plains, and you have passed the Fey Tips. Or the Fey Tip Mountains. You probably have another hour of travel if you wish, but other than that, you can camp out for the night or you can continue on. And this now more beautiful land than most of you have ever seen before. It's not very often you see a place that has colorful trees and
ADHD for Dandy is going, oh.
and teal-colored grass.
Rin is on like high alert. Everything about this is setting off klaxons in her
Nope.
mind.
And there are only pockets. Like you're standing in a pocket of this, and if you go maybe 100 feet one direction, it's green grass, brown bark, and dark green leaves for a long time, and then there's another pocket of this color.
It's just a
Apparently
place
blends
that's
in
very.
perfectly.
What was that, Orchid?
So this is just a place that's very, very thin line between the two.
Yes. There's little pockets of what could be passage between each plane.
Orchid, you know about this place and what's going on. What should we do?
I don't know much. All I know is this place is very, very close to the Feywild. We need to be careful here. Because if we do manage to dip into the Feywild, I don't know if we can come back.
Can I just instinctively kind of roll around in the grass because I know I blend in.
Andy, no.
Herb check.
Did you say curb check?
Herb check. Can I herb check?
Yeah, there are plenty of plants around here you've never seen before.
Oh no.
Do I
Oh,
have?
God.
I don't. Do I have to
Damn it,
roll?
now I got too distracted.
Do I have?
No.
Do I roll? Or can I just go off and be free?
It's your character. You do it.
Yeah.
What you do.
I check for her around the area that like pique my interest. That look. How do I describe it? Uniquely unique, more unique than the other uniques.
Something you could probably get drunk off of.
Yeah, something that looks like it could get drunk
Mushrooms.
off.
You're
of.
looking for
That's your
mushrooms.
I'm looking for shrooms.
Raise
Yeah,
it.
I'm looking for shrooms.
Roll a nature check for me if you haven't already.
Perfect. 17.
You find a few. You find some white mushrooms in a very colorful place. You find a couple brown mushrooms, and then you find a red-capped mushroom.
Oh no.
Oh, perfect.
Don't eat it. Well, actually eat it. You'll get bigger.
I'm gonna stuff though.
You'll get as big as Rin if you eat the red one.
None of these mushrooms are in the area of the colorful grass and trees.
Oh man, damn it! I'm not gonna go get it. I gotta stay in this area. I gotta stay near them, or I'm scared.
While looking for anything else, there are some colorful flowers. There are a few fruits on some of the trees that look quite strange.
I'm sure.
You are very short. You cannot reach this fruit. Have you guys seen Cthulhu fruit before? Like, I don't know the actual name of the fruit, but they look like...
Ulu fruit?
Yeah, they look like... I'm
I
gonna
think I
pull
know
up
what
with
you're
it.
talking about.
They look like they're...
Oh, wow, that is weird looking.
You looked it up? Yeah.
Ugh.
It's called Buddha's hand.
Yeah,
I don't
Buddha's
want
hands.
to. You know what? Never mind. I don't. You know what? I'm just gonna go.
They look
relax.
like... It looks like
It's-
that, but they are... purple.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
gonna
Yeah.
go relax.
It kind of looks like an octopus.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Oh.
Relax.
Yep.
I changed my mind. After seeing that, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. It's like, look, to make it less creepy, think of it like a banana bun.
Like a banana that made dark
Yeah.
rituals with forbidden gods.
Yep.
It
What, you don't do that with your bananas?
look, it tried to be a banana. It did not have a fun time. It said I want it to be a bit quirky, so it became a
Ooh, hashtag
We're not-
relatable, trans problems.
No.
Oof.
I'll just go pick the flowers and have a good time picking the flowers.
Okay.
And she's gone.
You get just an assortment of flowers. They're all very colorful. That's about it. I mean, there's nothing too fancy.
Yeah, there's
about 'em.
nothing really.
There's
you
nothing
can
really
describe.
fancy about them. They're just very colorful
Ooh,
flowers.
flower.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay within 30 feet of Dandelion because I don't trust her to not be leading herself astray into more Fae shenanigans. So I want to be within 30 feet so I can grab her if need be.
Okay.
And basically just tell them, don't trust anything in this area.
Done.
I trust everything in this area.
I dropped the flowers. Understood. Got it.
Stay close to everybody. Stay within 10 feet of everybody. Like I said, if this is truly the Feywild, if you were to fall into that other realm, I don't know if we can get you back. So, are we gonna keep going, or are we gonna stop and rest for the...
So, how far away are we from our goal for the
You
night?
said
Or
an hour.
Yeah, another hour of travel.
I think we should continue through.
So how this works is there is this forest between you And you could see it from the while you're traveling the mountain. There is a giant mountain in the distance. Has a couple of little mountains around them, but there is one very large mountain in the distance that you're getting closer to, but there is this colorful patched forest between you. And it looks like the forest kind of spreads around the whole mountain, and then there's just one big mountain, and that is probably where this path is taking you, where the old man probably is.
So we have to go through
You
a
have
fate
to
point to get there.
you have to go through the patched forest to get there.
Gotcha. If this is the only way through, then our only other alternative would be to turn around.
How important is it that you get there? Is it worth your life?
I am just excited for adventure, and I would give my life to blend in with my surroundings for once in my life.
Can Bon Barrow do a quick perception check for me?
14.
The flowers you were holding, with the long, colorful petals,
Uh-oh.
they remind you almost identically to the petals and the leaves that are on Dandelion's clothing. They're a little shorter, but they are definitely the same color and same mix of colors.
Okay. I'll just pick one up and put it on Dandelion.
Oh.
I put it in her hair. Yeah, look, it matches.
It is very, very same color as dandelion.
Are you sure you can reach?
Oh yeah, you're right. I put it in
Well,
her
she's
like
rolling on the
leg
grass.
wrap. I
Yeah.
put it. Oh wait, she's laying in the grass. Never mind. We're good.
In my titty. I'm just
I can't even
Right in
reach
the
the
titty.
top.
In the booba. Straight for the booba.
yeah, I would be rolling around in the grass, so yeah.
I guess I would say Orchid would, because the reason we're doing this is to try to I'm trying to do this to win favor to talk to the queen to get allies, so I would say Orchid would. Because RP is hard for me. I would say that she would stop them and say, "This is your decision. This is purely doing this because I need to do it." But I would understand if they didn't go.
Have you been here before, Dandelion?
I don't remember. Is it familiar to me?
That's a very extended me.
Yeah. It has that familiar feel to you, but you don't remember ever being here before. You feel like you have, but you
words she forgot.
yes,
Spoilers.
you don't know for sure.
It is very familiar to dandelion, but it is the closest thing that I feel like I have touched. You know, as far as someone could say, you know, a home. But that might just be because I blend in and it's all the same color as me. Blends in quite well.
Was this place anything like your dream last night?
Well, no, because Dandelion's dream was on fire.
Well, if we are here to resolve the conflicts between these people, so that they do not needlessly suffer, then we should continue forth. Whether or not it involves you meeting some queen for your own personal gain is irrelevant.
What is queen?
It's a band.
Ah.
Sorry. Sometimes I forget we're streaming.
Yeah.
Awkward.
That was so fast.
I just took 3 damage of psychic.
Sure, your maximum hit points went down by 3.
No.
Damage. But yeah, so that's Rin's stance on it.
You too.
I am going to continue up this mount, whether I have people with me or not.
What?
Huh? Hi.
She asked if you want to keep going. This is kind of your last chance to turn around.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's things you've never seen before. They
Yeah. I gotta go. I got brew to brew. Please stop me.
It's just brewskis, man.
I guess we're gonna keep going then.
And so be it. The die is cast. Let us continue and see what awaits us.
Okay. Are you resting for the night though, or are you going to continue on for the next hour or so?
I think we should continue for the next
Yeah.
hour.
I
Okay.
do too.
Leader, we're just going to do leader now for perception. If you want to roll perception, you can roll with advantage since I'm only having you roll.
Okay, I'll roll again. There we go.
Oof,
18.
That's better.
Yep,
Oh.
advantage is clutch.
Yeah,
Oof.
it is. While walking, every time you step out of one of the where the grass turns back to green or the colorful, the patch at work, it gets a little cooler. And you walk into another path, it gets a little warmer and more inviting. And as you keep traveling for the next hour, and you're getting a little more tired, I'd like all of you to roll a quick wisdom saving throw.
Eh,
Ooh.
17.
Wisdom saving.
Yeah. Also 17.
21.
Dandy.
What are we rolling?
A wisdom saving throw, Dandy.
2.
And
You're
Four.
really good with wisdom saving throw stuff.
Waiting for it.
13.
Yeah.
It's nothing too much. You kind of feel like you want to stay in with the warmth, but at the same time, you know it's kind of weird.
Aim.
Team. Oh, you know. Oh, you betcha. With the time,
Accent sneaking out on you. Huh?
you go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting tired, so the accent's starting to come out.
Oh, don't you know?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, sure,
You
you
go up
betcha.
there.
Watch out for the dragon.
While you're
Yeah.
walking, you go and you have to kind of go a little to the side, because you know it's not the perfect stuff. Okay, that hurts my head.
Oof.
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 You know,
Oof, God.
it's not the best to stay in there for too long, but it still feels warm and inviting, and a part of you wants to stay in it, but you know for the better that you should be, whenever you have the chance to leave these patchworks, you should leave them. Besides that, the hour goes on without a single issue, and it's starting to get quite dark, especially with the tree-covered canopy, or the canopy of the trees blocking most of the light now. It gets dark a little faster than it did on the mountain. And you can set camp for the night, or you can continue through the night to try to get to the mountain.
I think we should camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going in forest at night sounds like a bad idea.
Okay. First watch.
I guess I'll go first. What'd you say, perception?
Hey, watch. watches anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I'm not allowed to take
Orchid
watch.
Orchid Bombera Rin.
Yeah.
17.
17.
Yeah.
You hear noises for most of the night. Nothing crazy. You hear some howling, some like chittering coming from areas, and every once in a while you hear a voice on the wind, but nothing too scary or crazy for the most part. But from time to time you do hear a voice coming from the way you guys are traveling. Besides that, your watch goes with no interruptions, and you can wake up the next person who is on watch.
I know what the voice is saying.
Just muttering something. You can tell it's a voice. It's not an animal noise. It's definitely coming from something or someone, but it's not bestial.
Oh boy. Okay. Your turn, dwarf.
On it. Oh my god. 21.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the same
Roll.
watch. You hear creatures you've heard before, like howling and probably chittering of some giant insect somewhere. Things that usually live in the mountains, and maybe a few things that live in the forests. But from time to time, you do hear a voice being carried by the wind. You hear it a little better than Orchid did, but you still can't quite make out what it's saying. And then for the last watch,
Rin. 23.
26.
Damn.
My God, guys.
I rolled an 18. That plus 5 perception is clutch.
Jesus. I thought I was rolling pretty good.
Yeah.
That's 6.
For your watch is quiet. Most of the creatures have gone to sleep for the night, or the nightlife is now going to sleep for the morning creatures or the day creatures to wake up. There's a long pause of just silence. There's no crickets, no insects, there's nothing. Before you start hearing a gentle tune and some singing
Oh.
coming from, well, the way you're headed. It's inviting, but at the same time you're not quite sure what it is. It just seems to be carried by the wind.
I will not go approach it.
Are you
Oh.
sure?
But yeah, I will stay on alert for that and chalk it up to extra planar shenanigans at this point.
Yeah, Rin isn't like, I don't like this place. I don't want to be here. I'm gonna get
I don't. Yeah. I don't want to be here. I don't like this place. I don't like anything about this.
not having a good time.
Okay. Your watches go with no issue. Everything seems to be fine in the morning. Continue your travels.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're about a day from the mountain. So on your final path trip, who is taking lead and who would like to roll the watch?
I guess I'm going to continue to take the lead.
Okay, then one more perception check with advantage.
Okay. So perception 1, 11, perception 2, a 9, so an 11.
Your watch is fine. Or while you're traveling, nothing seems to pop out at you, but after a while you do come across what looks to be a little camp with a fire that looks relatively used, and recently used at that, probably used within the last night. There is a small area kind of carved into one of the trees where something must have been hanging, but somebody must have camped here the night before. Other than that, nothing seems... If you guys want to stop and do anything here, or continue going.
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate it.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
I never said well. I rolled a 1 + 1.
Someone camped here.
Nice.
I'm not even sure about that.
Yeah.
This could have been a naturally occurring lightning strike.
Yeah.
I don't think you want me to investigate.
Yeah, I made my roll. That was my contribution to this.
Yep. What are you guys doing?
I guess, can I roll survival to see how long the fire's been going?
Yeah. You can roll a survival check.
Boop. Well,
12. It's embers now. We probably was put out this morning around the same time you guys started traveling. But it's still warm. Like, some of the embers are still hot. Because, I mean, they're usually hot for quite some time. But it was probably used or over the night.
I see.
Might be the old man or whatever. Might just be ahead of us.
Last night I did hear music coming from the woods.
Oh, that's crazy, because I heard whispering.
I did as well.
heard this stuff and you didn't wake Dandy to tell Dandy that things were happening?
It did not seem to be a threat, and I did not want to risk you having another adverse reaction.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah, that's a good point.
have an adverse reaction? I don't even know what adverse means.
Bad. Bad,
I didn't-
Dandy. It means bad.
Oh,
Did not want you to panic again.
music is fun.
Well, let's keep going.
Agreed.
Partway through the day, as you guys are traveling through, there's one last patch probably before you think you've gotten to the mountain. It's hard to tell. You can't really see through the canopy. You just have to keep going the same direction and follow the very loose path that's ahead of you. You start to see buildings. Some more little are they're kind of creeping through the trees. As you get closer, they're decayed. Some of them look like they've been burnt down, or they've been waterlogged, or they're old and very decayed. It's almost like a small village here. The tree canopy opens up, and while it opens up, you can see many houses, many buildings along this path. What do you do?
I rush in.
Okay, Dandy just runs in.
God damn it, Dandy.
I want to
Oh.
understand what this is.
I'm gonna try to start stealthing and kind of circle around them as Dandy rushes in.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
26.
Okay.
I'm
You will.
gonna run to try to catch up to Dandy and tell what's her name? Benbara to Bonbara. I can say
Bonbara.
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 I'll remember your name one of these times to stay with Rin.
You got it, Orchid.
Rit disappears.
Never mind.
No, she's all alone. What do I do? either stay with Ren or come with us. But chasing after Dandy.
Yeah, I'll chase after Dandy.
It's like a kid in a playground, like skipping in, like curious as fuck.
Roll a perception check, Orchard.
Orchard. Orchard.
Am I the only one who caught that? Roll a perception check.
No, I got it. I just didn't say anything.
Give it. No! I rolled real good.
What did you roll?
1.
A one?
Yep.
While Dandy is running through the town, and the buildings aren't perfectly lined up. It's not a perfectly straight path, so she's starting to weave between buildings, and she's trying to find something that she can notice, or something that grasps her. You lose sight of her.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
I am my own stealth.
She's not wrong. Everything matches her right now. God damn it, she's camouflaged.
And there are
What?
plants growing inside the buildings. There are some trees growing through the buildings, some tall grasses, but the paths seem to be very well kept. Like the grass here never grows higher than maybe a few inches, and it's only in the areas of where the colorful trees are, the patches.
Do you know anything about this? What's this?
I don't know if I like this, but I lost Dandy. She got ahead of us
You
too
lost?
fast.
Dandy? You're so tall. How'd you lose Dandy?
She blends in very well in this area.
Oh my god!
I'm a very playful tree woman.
Damn it, Dandy. You're like a
What are we
toddler.
gonna
As soon as I need to put a leash on you.
Lewd.
Well, that's too kinky, but what are we gonna do now?
God damn it.
A monkey backpack with the tail.
Yep, pretty much. She's gonna straight up get the baby pack where she has to sit on my back.
Like a papusa?
Sure.
It's always
Oh, wait,
facing
I'm in
backwards.
the pack?
Yep.
Okay. But I want to be on the leash with the monkey backpack.
Yeah.
It's actually a weasel backpack for you.
Yeah, with like a little weasel hood.
Which wouldn't work because Dandy's bigger than I am.
I'm gonna draw her very tiny. I'm gonna draw a gremlin.
BB Dandy.
Baby Dandy.
Okay, so Dandy's run off. Orchid and Bunbera are currently looking. They're in town looking, and then Rin is stealthing. Correct.
Yep.
So we'll stick with Orchid and Bunbera for now, and then we'll go to Rin, and then we'll go to Dandy, depending on how things go with Orchid and Bunbera, since you guys split the party 3 ways.
I didn't try to. I promise.
I
Says the
ran.
girl
I
who
run
immediately
off.
ran off.
Orchid and Bunbera, what are you guys doing?
What are we doing, okay?
Are there any people in this town, I guess?
Roll a perception check.
Oh boy. We already saw what happened last time.
Say your numbers. I'm not going to be looking at your numbers anymore because I want you guys
15.
to say them out for the chat. 15?
15.
There's nobody here. Everything looks long abandoned.
Okay. I guess we're gonna keep running down what it looks at least most like the main path.
Okay.
I guess kind of trying to look to see if there is anybody here as we keep going, but you said everything looks kind of abandoned.
Yep. Everything appears to be abandoned. You can follow the path, try to keep up or try to find.
I don't like
Yeah.
this.
You know Dandy. Dandy do. If Dandy randomly ran off into a strange town that she camouflaged very well in.
Dandy do
Hypothetically.
what Dandy does.
Which is, this could help us, you know? Like,
She's-
hypothetically.
You can't really. Dandy likes to play hide and seek, basically.
Oh my gosh.
It's a matter
This
of I have to go find her.
Like hide and seek. Can I?
But can you defend
Fine.
yourself?
Yes,
Me?
Bon-
Yes, you.
What do you want to do, Bonbera?
I was gonna just see if like anything was out of place.
Okay.
Like maybe a giant bush that blends in very well. Maybe humanoid. Maybe looks like Dandy. Maybe running around.
Roll a perception check.
Oh, a 4.
Nothing
Yikes.
seems out of the ordinary. It's hard to keep track of everything here because the buildings look, like I said, some look like they've been waterlogged, some look like they've been burnt, some look like they've just decayed, and some just look like they've been abandoned. It's a mismatch of houses and shops and taller buildings that have been crumbled. There's wood ones, there's stone, there's even some that looks like they've been made of some kind of metal.
That's weird. What was your question, Orchid?
Can you defend yourself? Like I said, I don't trust this.
I can do so for a long period of time before I die.
Yeah, that works, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame just straight up in the air to try to give Reen a sign.
Okay. So with that cast, we're gonna go over to Rin, and what are you doing?
So when I went stealth, I was trying to like circle around basically. And is there any sight of Dandy?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. That is a 15.
You do not see Dandy.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll continue like, stealthing around the village. When I see the sacred flame up in the air, I will try and get closer to Orchid and Bonbera to see why the heck they're shooting spells up in the air.
Okay. After a couple minutes of you keeping your distance, you do see the sacred flame shoot up into the sky.
Yeah,
Sure.
so I will approach.
Which I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, let me make sure I'm remembering this correctly. It's not in that, like, they just have to make the save.
Yeah,
So you're not
It's a-
actually shooting anything.
No, I'm just shooting a fireball into the air.
You're gonna switch it.
basically.
You don't have a fireball. So what are
Well-
you actually shooting in the air? Because Sacred
Yeah.
Flame just appears on the target.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was fire.
Yeah, it is. It's a radiant burst.
Whoops.
but I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature. Okay, so it just goes. Poof.
It just goes
Uh,
on the thing.
I guess I'll cast a light on a rock and throw it up as high as I can.
There. Okay. After a while, you do see a rock fly into the air.
And it's bright.
Okay, yeah, then that's what I will approach.
Okay. After a little bit of weaving in between the buildings, you do come across where you can see them kind of standing in an open area, slowly walking and looking around for Dandy.
What is it?
I lost Dandy. She got away from us. And I don't trust this. Something seems off about this town.
This whole area seems off. Do you have any idea where she went?
Forward.
I guess, can I try to look for tracks from her?
You definitely can roll a. This is gonna be more of a survival check. We just lost Dandy.
Right?
Oh no,
She's gone for real!
we super lost Andy.
My internet.
Oh no!
I'm back.
Oh, good, okay,
Dandy
okay.
lost. There we go. Yes.
18.
18. Looking through, there are no tracks. And you look behind you, you're not making any tracks either. The grass is always, no matter where you step and lift up your foot, the grass recovers almost perfectly.
My memory
Ooh,
fell.
that's not good. Oh, actually, I got an idea then. Actually, how long is the range for message?
120 feet. Or 150 feet, I think.
Let me double check just so we know for sure.
I think it's 120.
Message is
It's 120.
Before
120.
he sends, or before Orchid sends this, Dandy, please roll.
Uh-oh. She's gonna die.
Please roll a.
She's dead.
Just,
Dandy
let
gonna
me look
die.
at your stats really quick. Please
Dandy
roll.
dying.
No.
Exactly.
It's Dandy dying.
Dandy's
Please roll a d20 really quick for me.
dying.
Oh,
Okay.
Just a base d20. Mainly because I don't want them to know what you're rolling.
To myself. Or to Dungeon Master.
You can roll it to anywhere, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna add the modifier myself.
Alright, I will DM it to you.
Or you can just roll it. It's more when we get to you, this roll will be taking place during when we're talking to you. We
Alright,
just need it
let
now.
me- Still, for sake of brevity, I will DM it to you.
Okay.
One moment.
It's a death save.
Yeah, it's just
Disintegration on you. You're
okay.
getting
Now
vaporized.
I have your sheets up. I have all your sheets up.
There you go. I just knew it rolled on there, and
Yeah.
I rolled it to myself, so I was like, let me put it up there.
You're gonna send me the message. Okay. Send your message, Orchid.
Andy, where did you go? You can tell me.
You hear nothing, Dandy.
Oh boy. I didn't get a response back, so she's either out of my range or is ignoring me. I don't like this even more.
If a dandy dies in the woods and there's no one around, does anyone hear it?
Rin,
Is it in the Feywild? Nobody remembers either.
Yep.
the one building that's made out of a darkish black metal. You start to hear some noise.
There's noise coming from the building made out of the dark metal. We have
So-
nothing else to go on.
Go there. Well, that's best bet. Let's go.
If you approach it, I will cover you.
Yep.
He
Lance is
coming.
out. She's walking forward.
Cover your butt.
So yeah, Rin will be shadowing them as they approach the building.
Okay. Orchid, you're going first.
Yes.
Roll a quick perception check for me while you're going into the building.
15.
While going into the building, seems empty until a grayish creature pops out of underneath a small scrap of metal. It'd be hard to recognize that this was Snowball, besides there being, some random orange and purple splotches in Snowball's fur. But a dirtied Snowball pops out from underneath the metal scrap.
Why is Snowball not with me?
Snowball almost got stabbed. Snowball, where the hell did Dandy go?
Snowball just sits and looks at you and just kind of like runs to you and skitters up your leg and tries to make perch on your shoulder like he does with Dandelion.
Yep. Let him. But can you point to me where Dandy is? Do you know where she went?
Just sits there and like kind of looks at you, not quite understanding what you want.
The fucking ferret.
It has intelligence
I
of
know.
1. Like, what do you want from it?
He says.
Can I talk
"You're
to animals
stinky," And he says Ren is very stinky.
Wow.
Wow.
I
He
mean,
did say that.
He did say
No,
that.
He
has-
said I doesn't recognize my smell.
Yeah.
Would
Said-
comprehend languages count on this?
No.
I didn't
Weasels
think
don't
so.
speak a language, they're a
That's
weasel.
true. It's undercommon.
Giant elk do speak a language, surprisingly though.
Yeah, they do.
They Weasel speaks dandy. There you go.
He's dandy. Yeah. All right. I guess we're gonna try to look around in the place.
Okay.
That where we
With
found
your
Snowball.
perception that you did roll, you do see a few things out of place. There's things that look like they've been used recently. Whether it's just been moved, like a chair has been moved across the soot on the ground, or there's a few footprints of different sizes that do appear. Some are on the walls, some are on the floor. They're just kind of spread out all over the place in this room, in this kind of large building. I'd say it's about the size of like if you're going into like a small church. Probably 100 feet back, 40 feet wide, just filled with metal scraps, and some of them seem to be moved recently. There's a table with a couple chairs next to it, and it looks like it was also used within however long it takes for a strong wind to move some of the sediment on the ground here.
Can do a ritual detect magic. Don't even know.
I don't know if you can.
I don't think I can. I'd have to use it as a spell, but I don't have it prepared, so I don't think I can use it. It's a sorcerer spell, so I don't know if that counts. I ain't a mage normally. I don't know how this stuff works.
I just pick classes and go with it.
Yeah, just go.
I know. That's what I do too.
Well, we'll just say since it's not prepared or anything, we'll have to skip it for now.
Yeah. Alright. Guess we'll go back. Well, does it look like there leads a different direction? Well, for like, does the building lead like have a back door or something?
The building has caved in, so there's a lot of openings in this building.
And does there look like any obvious way where somebody might have gone?
Through any of the giant holes.
Any of the giant holes?
Yeah. So the far wall is like completely caved to where only half of it is standing. On the left wall, there's a couple huge holes in the wall where you could easily walk through, and then the right one is the only one that is almost perfect, except for where the roof is. It's caved in, so there's a small like outcropping there where it kind of sticks out. But other than that, it's nice. It's a fit wall at that point. But again, everything here is made out of some blackish metal.
I guess I'll go near one of the holes and look out and see where it leads.
Okay. It leads right to another building and more of the town. At this point, you three have started to realize that these buildings look like they're from different cultures. There's elven-looking buildings, there's dwarven-looking buildings, there's human-looking buildings. Some that stick out to you, Rin, they're tribal-looking buildings. They're things that, well, at least maybe rubble instead of buildings. There's nothing that makes it look like all these buildings belong in the single town together. It's not one single architecture. It's almost like they're all grabbed from different areas and brought here.
Oh
This,
boy.
pl- this place should not exist. Do you know anything as to why this magic would be here?
I said, there isn't much known about the Feywild. So, it's hard to say. Nobody really knows about anything in that area. We have to keep looking, though.
How many? Oh, sorry. I was about to say, how many buildings are total in the village?
Probably like 60, maybe 70
60.
buildings.
All right, there's a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
We cannot simply just check every building looking for Dandelion.
On Snowball, which concerns me more on why Snowball wouldn't be with her.
Hmm. She has some connection to this place. Perhaps she's not being herself.
That way, I'm worried. We need to find her.
Quite.
Where
Right.
would we even start?
Yes.
With your perception, when you turn to look at Bonbera, there is a figure standing directly behind her.
What does the figure look like?
It looks like a black shroud with a large smiling face. It's almost as
saw
if
that?
Rin sees it the moment she turns to look behind Bonbera.
Oh.
Like out of the corner of her eye.
I'm going to snap my bow up with an arrow notched at it.
Okay.
And I yell for Bombera to get down.
I get down.
Okay, you
Oh,
drop
wait,
down.
get down. I'm so
You're
small.
already down.
So how this figure looks is, it looks like it's attached to the ground. It looks like it worked its way up from the ground, and it is a large, dark entity where you can make the shoulders and the head does appear, but there is no color change. It's just darkness. And in that darkness, on the top, right where a mouth would be, is a large smile.
The chat's got it right. Is this actually Spirited Away?
This is not Spirited Away. No, it is
No.
not.
It's a certain dickhead that I know who it is, but
Uh,
Orchid does not know.
I don't think you know who this is.
If it's from the last campaign, I know who it is, because you did this to us too in the last campaign.
Oh shit.
With the bullshit smiling.
oh snap.
You may or may not be surprised at this point then.
So meta. So meta.
Yes.
Do I
So-
turn around to Rin? Look at me. I'm not looking, but you gotta tell me
Yeah.
what's behind me.
You.
I'm not gonna look, but what's next to me? I don't want to
You-
see it. Is it a spider?
As you're talking, you feel a hand appear on you.
On physically on me or
On
Bombera?
on Bonbera. A hand touches her shoulder.
Uh-oh.
And as the hand touches her shoulder, it starts to get color. It's duller. It's more a tanned hand that starts to go into a very nice-ish suit. The smile seems to fade as a plumper-looking man appears with a large bushy mustache and beard, and a smile on his face, and some thinning hair. Welcome to my town. Are you staying a while?
Where's Dandelion?
What'd you do to me? What just happened?
I don't know who a dandelion is, but I'm sure we can find her if you just want to follow me.
Wait, no, hold on.
Side check.
Okay, roll an insight.
Yeah. That's a definite one.
Can I do what just do I am I okay?
10.
10.
Yeah.
He gives off a weird feel to him, but you don't know if he's here to hurt you or not.
What am I okay?
You are okay. He just grabbed your shoulder
I'm
to
not
calm
okay.
you for what you know. You're not okay.
I'm not
You're
okay.
poisoned. You just
Mentally,
don't know
you
it
are
yet.
not okay.
I'm mentally not
Make a
okay.
death save.
Yeah.
What are you
Already
guys?
lost
What are you
two.
three doing?
Yeah.
I have a panic attack.
Von Barra, get away from him.
Yeah, no shit. I just quickly high-fived Rin.
Vera has a heart attack and dies. Just kidding.
She had a good run.
Gotta make new
Roll your
characters. All
character.
goes fast.
Yeah. Who are you?
You can call me the mayor. That's all you need to know. If you don't mind following me. As he's speaking, though, he's adjusting. Like, his figure's changing, and it's like you hear cracking, and his whole figure adjusts a little bit. He gets taller and shorter and thinner and larger as he's... And every time he takes a step, it's almost like he has to break away from the floor, and then he steps back in, and the floor absorbs his foot a little bit.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It touched me. I don't like it. I'm gonna freak out.
You have leprosy now.
Yeah. Yeah, Rin is gonna snarl and keep her bow out at him as she takes a step back as he steps forward.
That's not very nice.
Once this place feels weird.
Do you
Why
always
should we
aim your
trust you?
bow at people?
Those who I have no reason to trust.
She aimed her bow at me, to be fair. So, like, you know, I'm Bombera. Your name is the mayor, right? What are you the mayor of? Probably this town, right?
Well, I'm the
I
mayor
know.
of my town. I have no idea where this is, but I am the mayor of my town as decreed. But besides that, there's nothing more for me to really share, I guess. Just follow me, and I might be able to help you find your friend.
I don't trust you.
Bad vibes. I'm getting bad vibes.
I
don't like this, but we don't really have a choice.
we have a choice. We have a choice. We just have the right choice or the wrong choice.
Well, how do we know this guy doesn't have Dandy himself?
Red ass, can this mayor be Archibald?
God damn it.
He could be, if he wants to look
No.
that way.
No.
Yeah, it's Mayor, M-A-Y-O-R.
Yeah.
Why?
You can ask Alpha, who's probably in chat with you, who this is.
He already said, fuck this, I'm out. I don't
Yep.
like this.
Now, I'm not
How
trying...
can you find her?
That's a good question.
Well, more eyes are definitely better than what we have. Isn't that the case? He stretches his arms out, and he just like... They stretch a little bit, and then they kind of readjust to match his current size.
Don't like.
What are you? Not to be rude. What are you?
Well, I'm the mayor.
No, that's not what I asked. What species?
That is what I am.
Your species is the mayor.
Exactly, I am the mayor.
This is not okay. This is not okay.
Why don't you understand?
No, I understand. I understand a lot, Mr. Mayor.
Voice
We-
just changed.
I, mayor, mayor.
Okay,
Oh,
And he's
God.
standing in front of you, trying to like adjust again, and he can't quite keep his form.
Lance is kind of. She's writing.
Okay, Orchid.
Get over here now. Bombera, not creepy dude. Bombera.
Yeah,
that's what
I-
called you.
Okay, well, I go from Rin's leg to Orchid's leg.
We're
Hopping
gonna-
leg.
So what do you got? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
We gotta follow it. Like, there is nothing. What else do we have to lose besides our lives and Dandy's life? And I would wager that Dandy's life is more important right now.
Fucking go! Oh no.
He looks.
He needs to go first. That's all.
He's
I
looking
know.
at all of you, and at the moment he looks at you, you see like an eye pop out of his cheek, and then look right at you, Rin. So now he has like an eye focused on each one of you.
Yeah. Snarling at him.
We need to go.
Okay,
we
let's
need to
go.
go. We
You
need to
can't go.
Uh-oh.
The last one's left.
Uh-oh.
What ones?
He just like pauses and stares at you, like open mouth. And before we do anything else, we're gonna jump over to Dandy.
God damn it.
Dandy, as you're running through the town, you don't notice that you've lost track of where Orchid and Bunbera and Rin are anymore. You're just traveling through town.
I was skipping around like a 5-year-old
Exactly.
because I was too excited. I'm sorry.
As you're wandering around, you feel warmth from some areas. Some of the buildings give you happiness. Some of them seem to be a little more distant, but every once in a while you pass a building that is just like this place. You feel like you understand it. You feel like you're close to it, but you don't know why.
Happy building.
What do you do?
Can I, like, visit the ones that make me feel warm?
Of course you can. There's a few of them that look they're burnt down buildings, but they still have some structure to them.
I peek my head in.
Okay. Looks like a nice building. It's very inviting to you. It feels like it's wanting you to come in.
Hello, it is me, Dandelion. Good morning, building.
Hey, your boy. Hello, demons.
And yeah, she'll walk in.
Okay. As you walk in, a darkness kind of covers around you. It's still inviting. It's still warm. This is what the check is that I had you roll earlier for. Was to see if you could notice the trap.
Keep you on your toes, you guys. It was a 17.
And it was -2, so it was a 15. And you walk in. You still feel warm and invited into this place. This unique place. This very happy place to you. You're not sure what's so happy about it, though. You look on your shoulder and Snowball's gone. You don't know if you lost Snowball while you were happily skipping, or something has moved Snowball to a different location.
I, myself, as Dandy, am not dumb enough to misplace my weasel while skipping. because
Exactly.
I have done so in the woods multiple times in my lifetime. I'm just looking around like the building, did you take Snowball? Please give him back. He's the only family I have.
While you are looking around and trying to find it in this dark building, you hear a simple clap. And the whole building lights up. And the black, burned, and charred building and darkness that you were around now turns into this extravagant and very nice home. But it's not a home from this plane, per se. It's more of a home that a Fae would live in the Fey Wilds. And behind you is a hand rests on your shoulder. You turn to see a tall man with long orange hair and pointy ears, in a not so dark outfit this time, but a nice green long cape. It's been a while, my dear.
You are the familiar man. But I do have to ask, did you take my weasel?
That is where we'll end for tonight, because it is close enough to where you need to go to bed.
Why you do this?
The next part will be a long part, and we will continue this next week. With the three trapped with the mayor, and Dandy meeting an old friend.
gonna
Asking
die.
where her weasel is.
I know what the old friend is, but who the fuck is the mayor? I thought
you
the
take
old
my
friend was
weasel?
the mayor, but now I'm
Please.
concerned.
No, the old friend, not the friend of Dandy. Wait,
We're
no,
gonna
Mayor,
die.
not friend of Dandy. I don't know that man.
I thought the old friend was the mayor, because
No.
the smile, apparently not. So,
No. Old friend is Ginger Man.
It's Ginger Man.
Rose knows the mayor. Oh,
Thank
no.
you all for hanging out with us.
So
We're just going to call it here because the next few parts are going to be a little longer, mainly because I do not want to roll into combat for the 3 when we only have a few minutes left, and the conversation between Dandy and the orange-haired man could take some time, and that has to take place before the combat even starts. So we just want to call it here for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with us. If we have a person that we want to go check out tonight, does anybody know or have anybody?
My
Yeah.
friend's doing a charity stream.
Who is?
My friend's doing a charity stream.
Yeah. DM them to me and we'll go say hi.
Thank you.
Why you gotta
gonna-
be cliffhanger?
Wait, it's not.
Why? Well, I figured.
Oh, he's reading my immortal.
So, we will. Again, thank you all. We love you all very much. Thank you for coming with us. Rin, or Obsidia, if you want to, I'm gonna start calling you guys by your names outside of this, and it's gonna.
Really gonna get weird.
If you guys would like to, if you want to just update people, share your link one more time.
Yeah, I'll post it in chat again. That is the link to my charity campaign. Please feel free to check it out and give if you are inclined. And once again, we are having our charity collab event on June 27th. Classic Blizzard Night. Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade. You'll love to see it.
Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
Okay, and then this, I don't know anything about this person. All I know is that they are doing a charity stream.
Yeah, they're doing a charity stream.
So
for-
let's go say hi,
Oh, Shelter.
and we will see you guys all on Saturday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bliss.
Bye, guys.
We've got
It
10
was
seconds
nice
before the
meeting
raid
everybody.
happens.
Oh shit, we got 10 seconds.
Got 10 whole seconds. Yeah.
It was nice meeting you.
Plug off our
Waifus
shit.
and Warriors D&D Twitter down there. Like I said before on our other stream, a lot of our information is going to start coming from there, mainly because that's where I post things. We're going to be sharing art through there, and all that kind of stuff. And if you draw anything, like we did get one from Mila, post it to there, and then we can share it, and all of us can see it. It's a place where all of us can see this wonderful stuff that you make us, and we can share with you what we do.
And if you have any great waifus and warriors memes that you come up with over the course of the session, please feel free to
Yes,
tag them there.
Yeah, of course. We love doing this. I mean, it's just us playing a game and bringing you guys along. So I'm glad you guys stick around and watch with us. But
I want to put your fan art in that box.
yeah, this box below me,
Ah!
we want to fill up. So that's it. I've got nothing else to say. We will see you next Saturday. We love you very much, and thank you for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Bye.
No, he's doing ASMR.
Fuck
He's
you.
doing it tomorrow.
No, ASMR.
Oh.
He's doing